Hey guys, it's Papa with Paranormal Papa Investigations. You know, way back in the very beginning of making videos of our investigations to show exactly what they're like, we went to a little local cemetery only about 15 miles from my house, a little place called Morris Chapel and Cemetery. Of course, Christy was still with us at the time. Mark and Christy went out. They talked to the chapel historian, got a feel for the property, the chapel. Of course, Christy being a medium, she got a real feel for the place. And believe it or not, didn't feel much at all. And what the historian had in her records wasn't exactly the truth. This place was a big surprise. Of course, we have a special guest investigator with us, police officer. This was cool. Check this out. Welcome to the Morris Chapel and Cemetery here in Berrien Township, Michigan.
We have two family members from the Franz family that committed suicide.
Two ways off in that direction.
Oh,
Felt.
when you felt that gravestone?
It said felt?
Yeah, when you touched that stone, it said felt.
There's voices that keep coming from the woods that sound female, laughing.
As with every good story, you must not forget the beginning to find the answers in the ending. Every town, every village has its own myths and legends. Some of these are steeped in fact, while others are just stories created to frighten the young. We will not forget our past. They help us to find the answers in our future. These are Paranormal Papa's Paranormal Flashback. Welcome to the Morris Chapel and Cemetery here in Berrien Township, Michigan. Of course, Lee McGinnis is still with us. He's not made that trip back to the East Coast yet. And we have a friend of Christy and Mark's named Andrew McGregor here tonight. They're going to check out this cemetery with us. Of course, Lee's not had the chance yet to do a cemetery investigation, and there's a lot of myth and legend in this little cemetery and that chapel back there. We're going to see if we can make the big guy run to the car scared tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight at Morris Chapel. I'm going to be giving you a little history of the chapel that's behind me. In the year 1840, just north of Niles, Michigan, families from Virginia, New York, Ohio, and Canada settled in this area and felt that they needed a revival of religion. They built a log cabin schoolhouse style building, which the historian I talked to earlier, Faye Walker, stated that the original house was right in the cornfield right over across the street. So they gained a lot of support during that time with the countryside. Now that same year, a couple by the name of Stephen and Susan Curtis donated some of their land, and then created the Morris Chapel back in 1867. The name Morris was to honor their head of the Methodist Church, Bishop A. Morris. Now, when the church started up, the Curtises only had one thing that the church wanted. No music, no piano. It was just all worship, Bible. They didn't want any praise, no religious music or anything. The music didn't come until after the Curtises died. So, some say that the people who built this church were the same that actually built the Franklin Chapel just a few miles north of us. And we'll put up a picture of the Franklin to see if you think that there is a resemblance. So come join us tonight. We'll show you what the cemetery. There's a lot of interesting people buried there. There's even a Confederate soldier buried in the cemetery as well. So come join us, and we'll see what we can find. One thing about the Morris Chapel is there's two urban legends that coincides with this church. One legend has it that a young woman by the name of Catherine was getting ready to get married at the church, and on her wedding day, the groom backed out. Now, being heartbroken as she was, she later went back to the chapel that night, broke into one of the windows, and hung herself in the spot where the ceremony took place. Another legend states that right behind the chapel, inside the cemetery, there's a good-sized tree that a couple hung themselves sometime during the night. Investigation reporters, stated that when they're out here doing investigations, they can hear cries, moans, and sorrow, and distinct voices of women screaming. So we're going to find out if these legends are true or not.
Basically, what I'm doing right now is I have Andrew, who is also empathic, standing on the north side of the church where Catherine was supposed to have hung herself. And I sent Christy and Mark directly across in the next window across from Andrew to have Christy do the same thing. With both of them being empathic, I'm trying to set up an empathic net to see if maybe either one of them could feel something, because Christy felt nothing.
Is she over there?
In this church when they were here earlier. So Andrew just reported, hold on a second, I'm going to get close to him where he can tell you what he's feeling.
And that dizziness. There is it feels like you're being pulled inside. To communicate. I get a sense that she's unaware.
Get anything? There's a what?
Sound what? It's not the legend.
No? What are you picking up? Good,
There's
bad?
something. Like you said, there is sadness here.
Mm-hmm. What do you see?
I don't know, but there's something about that tree.
Well, they say this is the tree that the couple hung themselves in.
Christy, how about you? Did you feel anything on the south side?
There's a story there, but I don't. There's a lot of like residual, if anything, in there.
I'm detecting a scar on the spot. The emotional residue, as opposed to a presence, is what I get.
Yeah, I don't. That's what. When I went in there, I didn't feel like anyone.
Yeah, I don't, but I can feel that. There's suicides are awful from working many of them too.
I don't know if it's somebody that did it here or if it's one of the.
Well, we're going to go out to the tree here in a bit and see what you guys can get off that tree. So
The trees.
I haven't been by that yet.
well, I don't like that face.
We have two family members from the Franz family that committed suicide. John Franz, his headstone was here, age 25 in 1889. This happened back in Idaho. They found him hanging by the neck in a barn on Fred Spence's property. Now, Mr. Franz purchased half an interest on Mr. Spence's property and went into partnership with him within farming and stuff. Now, they said that he committed suicide for business troubles with the family. So there's a couple questions on that. Did he actually get hung, or was there foul play on that one? No one really knows. They just considered it as suicide, death by hanging. Now, if we go on the other side of the Franz marker to this gentleman over here, we're on the other side of the Franz family marker to this gentleman by the name of Henry William Franz Sr., age 43. He committed suicide in 1916. I tried looking information on the suicide. There really wasn't much of anything. It just said that he committed suicide. So it's just kind of interesting that you had two family members commit suicide. So, early in the video, I said that there was a Confederate soldier buried in the chapel. Where I'm standing is the headstone of Mr. John R. Kirshner. Overlook the GAR sign there, because that is not right. He did not fight for the Union, he fought for the Confederacy. John Kirshner, Private Company G, 52nd Virginia. Enlisted April 16th, 1862. He was wounded at Port Republic, June 9th, 1862, part of the 7 Days Battle. Now, 52nd Virginia was under General Stonewall Jackson's Corps, General Ewell's Division, 2nd Brigade, Stewart's. So, there was a question from Andrew earlier. How did a Confederate soldier come all the way from Virginia up to Michigan? Well, earlier, as I stated as well, families from state of Virginia came up here and settled. So what my thinking was, after the battle, he and his wife moved up here to be with his family.
I probably didn't see this, but when they were talking about the Confederate soldier, I noticed a distinct shadow move back in this general vicinity.
Earlier than
So Public is part of Jackson's Valley campaign. No, it's not. It's two different campaigns.
So you saw them over here.
Right back in this area.
That was down on Richmond.
Just picked up an orb too that flew right in front of that
That's what I was thinking. That was the piece of
monument.
history I was trying to think of.
There was another one that come right up out of this grave in front of me. Now, before we start talking to this gentleman right here, this is really weird because neither one of the devices that I use to do any of our research with has any kind of a service on them. They are strictly a Wi-Fi only device. And as soon as I just turn these devices on to start just talking to this gentleman, I start getting emails and things popping up on my devices, but yet no Wi-Fi at all, which is very weird.
ITC Legion Paraloose loaded. Scanning.
All right, you're up, Andrew.
Mr. Schnorf, I notice on your gravestone here there's the square and compass and the mark of the Grand Architect of the Universe inside. I presume you are a Mason?
5.
That's good.
Anyone familiar with the Masonic order knows that Masons will often communicate in a very elaborate collection of phrases, words, and names. The "Have you traveled far, man" is one of the most often used.
How shall I know you to be a Mason? Do you know my friend Hiram?
It just said Hiram. That just said Hiram. Deborah.
I'm past master of Three Oaks Lodge, number 239. Where was your lodge? Maine. He just said Mark. In what year were you raised a Master Mason?
James Taylor.
We're coming up on another meteor shower this month, I think.
Listed in Company C, 25th Michigan Infantry, August 15th, 1862, at Pipestone, age 25.
That sucks.
Mustered out of Salisbury, New York, North Carolina, June 24th, 1865. So, this guy saw action for pretty much throughout the whole Civil War. Love to tell about it.
Scanning.
too warm.
What's that say? 9?
9.
Intern.
Intern.
Intern from what?
Mr. Nye, we come out to learn the history of you folks. Could you please tell us about yourself? You said intern. That would be an intern of what? All right, we're back over here at Mr. Kirshner's grave. Now there's weird. I'm seeing a haze coming this way across the...
Yeah, I am too.
That's very weird, because right down here behind us is my cigar, and it's over here on the left. It's not coming from over here where Lee's at, and Lee don't smoke. That's odd.
Very odd.
All right, we're going to turn on the devices here real quick. We're going to see if Mr. Kirshner has anything to say to us.
Scanning.
Mr. Kirshner, all of our records indicate, sir, that you fought for the Confederate States of America. Can you tell us about the Great War? How did you wind up in Michigan, sir? That thing just said luck.
Are you happy there's a GAR marker sign next to your headstone?
October.
Yes, it is October. Are you happy, sir, about the Grand Army of Republic pendant beside your grave? Orb, bug, and a face on the tree.
Kind of looks like it.
Uh-huh.
But it's just vines.
Orb.
Is that an orb?
That was a bug down on the lower left-hand corner. That was an orb that just flew up off the ground.
Orb just went right on the other side of the tree. That was an orb.
There's a lot of them right here around this tree, guys. There was one.
Yeah. I see it. What about you, Christy?
Oh, shit. Straight across from left to right, 2 of them. That was a bug. Orb. I have no clue what that was. Just come down from the top, went right back up again for a split second. This is crazy. I've never seen this much activity at a living object.
I'm hearing footsteps.
Yeah, this is next to the chapel. This is more next to than the other one. hearing movement.
Yeah. I heard that too.
Christy,
I don't know.
let me see your light, please.
I'm hearing movement behind me.
I know, I got the light on the tree, so you guys look behind and...
Right there?
Orb.
Oh, yeah. What's the sound?
What were you feeling, girl?
I've seen a lot of things.
What are you feeling on that tree?
Very hard for me to describe. I've seen a lot of things.
Oh, no, we got contact.
What?
Contact.
I've got about 150 hours of cleaning the thing out, and it's been restored now, and it's a historical monument.
Oh, I see it on my way home from work.
That's where George Bernard wrote his song, "The Old Rugged Cross."
Really?
That's the history of that? Interesting.
And if you guys want a tour, I will give you a phone number of my uncle, and he will give you a tour of the old church, inside and out.
Oh, man.
That'd be awesome. Yes, most definitely. Thank you. One of you guys want to get a number or something?
Yeah.
I've got a pen. I just don't have a piece of paper.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Let me grab you another business card here, because that's well worth the nickel that business card cost me.
You're getting screwed if they charge you one nickel for it.
You know, $22 for 500. I mean, you know. I don't know.
My business cards are for the fireworks I sell.
Oh, let me put my eyes on. Because I'm over 50 now. Yeah.
Oh, me too. Matter of fact, 3 days I'll be 52. So.
You mean I'm older than you? I used to like you.
Only by a
He's
little
changed his mind now. I'm not going to that. You think that was him walking?
I just heard, I was shining the light off this direction. I heard something over here by the road right before that car turned. And it was, one was a distinct crackling of leaves and the other was gravel shuffling. There's a lot of activity in this cemetery for it being such a peaceful, calm place. I can't wait to get this information or get this data home and actually process it. But I'm seeing nothing out there at all. Not even eyes reflecting in the light.
Survived in Hendersonville from that stupid asshole that decided that, hey, let's
Scanning.
go do all that stuff to Union soldiers for no reason.
Corporal Stone, 2nd Michigan Cavalry. How'd your stone get pulled out of the ground?
Do we have anything on this guy, Mark?
Working on him right now.
Fail.
Veil.
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 Veil?
Yeah, V-E-I-L.
Not broken. It could be reset. Mark. You might have to come out here someday.
For stone.
Addition.
Huh?
Addition.
Addition? If at all possible, we'll get you set back up. You deserve no less.
Device.
Yes, you're using this device to communicate with us. That is correct. To hear.
General.
Ledge.
Ledge. Hey, Mark. You're standing on the ledge of his hole.
So actually, the only thing is, I wonder if he is actually this way or that way.
They're buried off to the east. Because over here they've got the leaves all blown off to this side, forming a path. So his headstone sits here and he lays off that direction. Yep. Boards are on this side, so he lays off in that direction.
Oh,
Felt.
when you felt that gravestone,
It said felt.
yeah, when you touched that stone, it said felt.
Nothing.
Indicate.
Indicate.
What would you like us to indicate, sir?
Let me go get my notes to see if I have anything on this.
All right, Mark, what do you got on this, gentleman?
All right. Corporal John Stone, Company L, 2nd Michigan, Cal.
Enlisted September 24th, 1861, age of 19. Became corporal November 1st, 1862. Discharged with a surgeon's certificate of disability at Louisville, Kentucky, May 14th, 1863.
That's ironic. Put it on there. Yeah.
Inside.
Hello.
Inside.
Inside. I turn the spirit box on. Very first thing it says is video. Mr. Chester Miles, 2nd Michigan Cav. Can you tell us about yourself, sir?
Gather.
Yeah.
Gather. Yep. What do you mean by gather, sir? Did you gather things from civilians to take care of the troops? Cavalryman Miles, how come we can find nothing on you, sir? There's no record of you anywhere. Killed. January.
5.
All right, Cavalryman, we're going to let you rest. You've done your duty. All right, guys. Andrew, while we were looking and checking on Cavalryman Miles, he was hearing a woman's voice talking and chuckling back in the tree line. We're going to go check this out. All right, I don't know what I'm seeing over here.
Oh, did you hear that?
When the light was out, I was catching something with my naked eye.
Since we've been here,
This is the same direction.
Orange flashes of light.
That's exactly it. Orange flashes of light.
You're seeing
That's
it?
exactly what I was seeing. I'm not seeing anything now that the light's on. Hold on, I'm shutting it off. We're going to see.
Since it got dark, I've been seeing stuff over there. That was the corner of the yard I've been drawn to the whole night, and I don't know why. There ain't no grave over there hardly.
No, there's nothing over in that back corner.
You're just like me at the Church Cemetery with that weird-looking tree. I kept on getting drawn to it.
Which one?
Sure.
Church Cemetery.
Where's that?
Out middle of nowhere in Gladbeck, the Southwest area.
I'm not catching anything on video right now, but we're all seeing that orange light flashing back in those woods. Orange-ish, reddish, whatever it is.
Yes. It's like a big version of like a cigarette.
Thank you. Yeah, like a cherry on a cigarette, brightening up like a big cigar or something.
But it's like brighter. And it's like, it seems like more intense, and then it'll go away as soon as you focus in on it. Yeah.
So odd. All right, what is it you were just telling me that about that back corner?
There's voices that keep coming from the woods that sound female, laughing. I thought at first it could have been voices carrying, but I don't think there's anything over there. And then repeatedly throughout the night there's been flashes of orange light in the trees in the corner of the cemetery where there's no gravestones. But this has been ongoing.
You like coming out here? You still happy you came out with us tonight?
Oh yeah, this is my kind of stuff.
Haven't felt anything crawling up your leg yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Night's still young. Alright, well, we're getting a lot of very odd happenings. So far to the naked ear, we have not picked up anything that seemed hostile. We have, however, heard and seen things off equipment. The voices, the laughter, the blinking lights. I'm gonna get with the team real quick and find out where they want to go from here. If they want to do more on the tree or what they want to do. There's something about this place. We're hearing noises from inside the church too, which is very odd because the church is locked up. But they have heard thumps and stuff coming from inside the church. Very, very odd. What are you guys thinking from here? Do you want to go back and do the tree some more? You guys are the ones that touched the tree. You guys are the ones that felt everything there was to feel with that. What did you feel about the tree?
Similar to what I felt with the church. There is it's almost like a well, an energy well. You get that sensation, where an act like that, like suicide, would leave a scar, leave an impact, and I've felt that countless times, and it's similar. It's old, so you got to reach way in because it's wearing thin with age.
Which is exactly why I had you guys to form almost a net around it to share each other's energy.
But I feel it as like she said, as a residual. It's more, to me, it's like a
memory.
Yes, like basically it's people are picking up on old blood stains, so to speak. Is what I would gather here.
I don't think that it's anything that will be able to tell us anything.
I don't get any. Yeah, I agree.
It's like they're holding the memories of it. It's not.
So you think it's all residual from forever?
The same way a building will collect footsteps. You can sit there and hear somebody walk by, and it doesn't mean there was a spirit there. It's just many people have went up them stairs, and it records, and then the building releases when it get as to the so taking of one's life would also leave something ugly, and I think sensitive people will pick up on that kind of stuff. I don't know what people have seen out here. You can hear all kinds of rumors and legends, but what I'm picking up, usually when I make contact, I tried to reach in and see, if someone was there, because what I will 9 times out of 10 get is someone will try to, they'll reach out, they will try to explain themselves, they'll try to explain explain what happened to them. They will do, there will be some kind of interaction, and all I felt was being like I was being pulled in this dizzy sick,
Okay. All right.
Welcome back. You guys see exactly what I meant in the very beginning about the information that the chapel historian had not exactly being accurate. Committing suicide pretty much exempted you from being buried in their cemetery because it was completely against their beliefs and their religious practices. But records can be falsified. Not very far into the investigation, you've seen that we found 2 family members that were buried in the cemetery that, according to actual records, it looks like they both committed suicide. Of course, we had the story of the couple that hung themselves from the tree to the southeast side of the chapel. A little bit of further investigation would have been nice if we could find any information on it. Were they just trying to get into the cemetery to be with relatives? Was it a joint decision to end their lives together? And if so, why? What about the story of the girl, the jilted bride, who hung herself from the decorative rafters above the stage where she was supposed to get married? What about the noises that we heard from inside the church? The banging, the knocking, the footsteps. The stories of the voice of the woman crying or talking from the woods line. And the list goes on. This just goes to prove that even with research, you never find the whole truth. Hope you guys enjoyed this look back at Morris Chapel and Cemetery in Berrien Township, Michigan. This was on the top 10 list of my weird shit-o-meter. And believe me, it's a hell of a list. But we're getting through them. We're slowly moving all of our old videos onto this channel for you to enjoy. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. We do. And happy hunting.